So with that being said, do you think a lot of that responsibility falls on us as, not even saying a lot, but let's say, doesn't most of it, if not all of it, fall on us as black people to educate our kids to actually, and that segues into the next conversation I was going to have in regards to traditions. We do the Thanksgiving like we just passed tradition because it was passed to us from the Europeans, whether it's from slave masters telling us, and we follow their footsteps into what we do, and that's why we do what we do now. Why aren't we as black Americans? Because for the most part, our history has been severed. Our relationship to Africa is we like estranged kids. You know what I'm saying? Why aren't we taking the power or using our power to establish our own traditions? As you know, I've done with my sons and all my male sons. Hey, when they turn 21, a new tradition I do is they take a shot of whiskey or brandy or some quality, most likely whiskey, between the two. But the point I'm getting is, though it's just small and minute, it's something I wanted to start as a tradition in our family. So why don't we, as black Americans, start to grab our power back and create our own traditions and stop always taking, or just not even just taking, but still following in the footstep of these European traditions? Not knocking all of them. I'm just saying we need to create our own culture.
Are they European traditions? Which ones are? Which ones
Thanksgiving,
Christmas. Thanksgiving is a European.
Halloween.
They celebrate Thanksgiving in Europe?
Well, I say European. Let me take. American. Let me take it back.
Yeah.
American tradition.
Oh, okay. But who built this country?
We did.
Oh, okay. Who
built this country?
So I guess here's my question to you.
We all did.
We have
not just you.
We have Juneteenth, right?
Yep.
Right. We as a
not a lot of support there.
But I think it's building.
Communities.
I think it's building. I do.
Building.
Yeah.
You know how many years?
No.
Been doing Juneteenth and going. I haven't seen it growing at all.
But I think that's changing. I think that's changing. Let me ask you a question. Coming up, right?
I've seen less exposure over the last couple of years in regards to Juneteenth.
No, I think it's more.
Less people talking.
I think it's more.
Ooh, we got to pull up some numbers on that.
I think it's more.
We got to
tell you
pull
why.
up some numbers on
because of cancel culture. A lot of people are like, yo, why are you celebrating July 4th? That's not our independence. Juneteenth is.
I hear that.
Right?
You see me, I push that on my post every year.
Yeah, but people are more, I think people are more receptive to it now. I see more. When Juneteenth rolled around, I've seen more, especially this year, I've seen more posts about Juneteenth than I've ever seen in my life.
Maybe it's the circles we running. Because I've seen the same amount of posts
in
the circles that I run in.
I don't know. Maybe it is. But
we run in the same circles a lot of times.
I know, but at the same time, it speaks to it. Even if it's more. Even if we run in the same circles, it's still more. Right?
You know what? I got to do my numbers on it.
You got shows like Blackish and what's the other one that he did? Big shows that talk about stuff like Juneteenth.
Yes.
Right? Those are the type of things that now are putting it. Yo, you got some families who don't know. You don't know what Juneteenth is.
Yes.
You don't know what that is. You get what I'm saying? So my point, to the bigger point, what traditions do we as black people relate to? We're scattered and divided. You talked about doing the family, your immediate family traditions that you want to build, right? Which is great. But what, as a people, when you grew up north, you grew up down south, you grew up out west, you grew up in an island, you grew up in Africa, what tradition would bring all these people together?
The Freaknik.
South Beach. Freaknik.
Daytona
Atlanta,
Beach. Black Beach Week.
Atlanta.
Miami.
But you get my point.
No, I get your point.
You get my point. I don't know. I can't say. I understand. I agree. We should be taking our own traditions into our own hands, but I don't think we can. I don't think we agree.
Okay. So
as a people,
to some degree, we got to find out how to come to the table.
If we can't agree, not to watch football because they don't fuck with black people and they just nigga run.
Yeah.
If we can't agree not to watch that on a premise of that.
Nori, where you at, Nori? Let them know, Nori.
You know what I'm saying? Like what
you got a point there.
What are we really When are we going to get to that point of celebrating the same
we have
holiday?
agreed on one thing as people.
And I think the first July 4th was celebrated by black people first,
Most likely.
if I'm not mistaken. So
what we have agreed to as, I think, a majority of us, black people, is that Thanksgiving cranberry sauce is nasty. We rocking now, baby.